The number one thing when starting a profitable ATM machine business is location, location, location. Barbershops, nail salons, car and tire places, they're not profitable. You'll only make $100 to maybe $200 per month. There's just not enough customers in those type of stores. You have to put your ATM machine in liquor stores, gas stations, marijuana dispensaries, and convenience stores. And some of those locations can make you upwards of $1,000 per month in profit if you put your ATM machine in these locations. My name is Chad Osuji. I've helped hundreds of people just like yourself start their very own ATM machine business. So step number 2, which should actually be step number 1, is get yourself an LLC. And don't get overwhelmed when I say LLC either, because all a LLC is just a piece of paperwork filed with your local government saying that you're officially a business owner. And if you don't have an LLC, I'll drop a video down in the description below where you can go over how I filed for my LLC, and it's pretty simple. It took me about 5 minutes to do. Now, step number 3 is get yourself a business bank account. You cannot start an ATM machine business without a business bank account. When you're trying to find a bank to work with, go for the smaller banks and smaller credit unions. You'll find the best chance of getting a bank account open at one of these locations, because I personally went to 15 banks before I was actually able to open up a business bank account. I went to big banks like Wells Fargo and Bank of America, and these banks did not want to work with me. This is because these banks have their own ATMs with their own logo on it, and if they were to accept my business at their bank, they would have a conflict of interest there, and I would be stealing business away from them. And those smaller banks typically don't have their own brand of ATM machine, so they're willing to work with people like us because there is no conflict of interest. Step number 4 is get yourself a good contract to sign with these business owners. If you're doing business based on a handshake, a lot of things can go wrong. I have a contract template within my free ebook, and I'll leave the link down below so you guys can go ahead, download it, and use it for yourself. So definitely check that out after this video. So step number 5 is when you did all of the steps that I just mentioned, purchase your ATM machine in advance. The machine takes about 7 to 10 business days for the machine to actually get delivered. So if you buy the machine, I recommend getting it delivered to your house. This way you can actually get familiar with the machine and work with the machine before you bring it into the business. Don't get the machine delivered to the business, because if this is your first time working with an ATM machine, you're going to look like you have no idea what you're doing in front of the business owner, and the business owner isn't going to feel comfortable working with somebody new to the industry. Plus, it's not a good look and it makes you look inexperienced. Step number 6 is when you have an ATM machine making $400, $500, $600 per month, do not spend that extra income. Take that money and save up all that extra income to buy another machine and then snowball it until you have 10 plus machines. Think about it. If you have 10 machines doing $500 each per month in profit, that's $5,000 per month in pure profit. $5,000 per month is life-changing. It can literally cover all of your personal expenses. Your food, your car, your housing, it can cover all of that. So don't blow this opportunity and spend it on stupid stuff. For me personally, I took all of that extra income and I bought not 1, but 2 rental properties. That's something that I can take. I can pass that down to my kids, and by that time, the house will be paid off and it's going to make $5,000 plus per month in income. So step number 7 is, if you're serious about starting a profitable ATM machine business, you have to know how to refill an ATM machine. And I show you how to do that in this video right here, where I personally walk you through filling up one of my own ATM machines with over $4,000. So click on that video right here and I'll see you over there. Peace.